Hi everybody, welcome to a new VeChain video. Today we're going to talk about this rising wedge, when we're going to get it back inside and stuff like that. But just before we start, thanks everybody for subscribing to the channel. Thanks to the coins kid, they just threw me a shout out, and everybody else liking the videos and stuff like that. It does help channel grow and stuff like that. If you want more content, check out down there below in the comments the Patreon. It might be something for you. That said, look at this, guys. Look at this. This is the rising wedge that we've been talking about for a very long time, the rising wedges are nice because you are kind of going towards the upside. Now, unfortunately, they tend to break the downside. I was hoping it's gonna be just go straight to the moon over here, but it looks like it wants to do something like this and then go to the moon. Doesn't matter to me. We're still going to the moon one way or other, and we're going to show you right over here that this is becoming super bullish. So let's clear up everything up here and see what's actually is happening, and just by looking at these moving averages. Now, moving averages, tech analysis are very important depending on which moving average they use and stuff like that. But you can see here that once we start climbing here, we are down here below all of the moving averages. All of the moving averages were above us, and they were acting as a resistance. So it took a little time to get above all the moving averages, and right now we're trying to do that and use the moving averages to climb further towards the upside. Now, what happened up here, you can see here, we went all the way up, then crashed down to this purple line. This is a 200 moving average. This is the biggest moving average of all of these. We got a 10, 20, 50, 100 and 200 moving average. So this 200 moving average is actually holding the line. So we fell back down, only down to 200 moving average. Also the 20 moving average that's been holding nicely before. You can see this bottom down here, this bottom down here, this bottom down here. So the 20 moving average is technically holding us very nicely. Yeah, and as long as we are not below 200 moving average, no problem. This is on the daily time frame, so it's a very important time frame, and keeping above certain moving averages is very, very important as well. You can see here that 4 days ago we tried to break back above all the moving averages. This is 10 moving average, then crashed right back down again. This is a rejection, but we have after rejection we are not going down, so that this means that the rejection is not that hard to break. So we are trying again. So we were sitting just below the moving averages right over here, and today we are trying to break. So whether this is gonna close below the line or above the line, it might be a little of little importance, but we will see where it actually closes. But as long as we are above this red line, this 20 moving average, everything should be fine and dandy. Now, what I'm going to show you next is on the small time frames. That's on the 4-hourly time frames, and you'll see that on 4-hourly time frames we still got 9 minutes left, but I'm pretty confident that what we're going to do here on the small time frames, right over here, what we are doing right now is getting above all of the moving averages. So all of the moving averages are getting broken right now. Sorry about that. All of the moving averages are getting broken. This 100 moving average on the 4-hourly has been giving us a very nice support, even down here, even down here. So you can see here when we're going up here, down to the 100 moving average, up, down to the 100 moving average, up, down to the 100 moving average, up, down to the 1. So this 100 moving average, super important level of support on the 4-hourly time frame. And right now you can see that we have touched it for 1, 2, 3, 4 times. We have touched the level of support. There is really not really any need to test the support 50 million times. But this was actually, I actually think that this was actually needed. This was not needed. We could have just continued going towards the upside over here, but Bitcoin does what Bitcoin does and pulls everything back. But right now it looks like, I think we are breaking for the last time this 50 moving average right now. And once this 50 moving average is broken, as long as we don't fall right back down again, I think this is going to continue going towards the upside. That's the best case scenario right now. Closing above this 50 moving average and then going towards the upside up here. This on the 4-hourly time frame. So let's go a little bit back to get our lines back and see how this actually looks with the targets and everything. So the bullishness, like we said previously, is going to come above 0.15. We are still inside below this rising wedge, and if you look at on small time frames, you'll see that we were below, then we went back inside it, outside, and right now we're trying to get again inside the wedge again. This can also be looked at as some kind of double bottom, bottoming pattern, some kind of double bottom. Even though it is on a ascending line, it's still some kind of double bottom because it's using a very important level of support to create this double bottom. So 2 times in a very short span of time it did hit this very important level. So right now I'm expecting this to actually continue towards the upside. I've also been looking at Bitcoin today and yesterday and every day. We look at Bitcoin every single day, and right now Bitcoin looks very, very strong. It has so little to go before it actually explodes. So whether it's going to explode today or not depends, but it is very bullish. Now Bitcoin being bullish, getting above the previous all-time high and stuff like that, will actually affect altcoins, and the altcoins will actually, of course, boom up. So the only thing we're looking at right now over here, because we are at some kind of bottom, guys, we are at some kind of bottom right now, and the only thing we are looking for right now is the, you know, bounce up here really hard and, you know, break this 0.50 line. Now when that actually is going to happen, you know, baby steps at a time. You know, this is the first step, and your next step comes after breaking this top up here. And once we break this top up here, we're gonna get in the wedge. Once we are inside the wedge, we're gonna go to the top, and once we're inside top, we're gonna continue towards the upside. All looks good, all looks nice. I got no problem with the VeChain today, and no worries that it will, you know, do sudden drops or something like that. The only way we're gonna break the 200 moving average is if Bitcoin suddenly does like 5% drop on the downside, you know. And so, yo, keep on following what Bitcoin is doing. If Bitcoin doesn't fall like 5% to the downside, I don't, or 2% to the downside, you know, it might pull altcoins with it. But as long as Bitcoin does well, and I think Bitcoin's gonna do well today, this is gonna be fine, guys. It's gonna be fine. Today is gonna be a nice day. You know, come back tomorrow. Maybe tomorrow is gonna be a little bit different. Maybe it's gonna be more bullish, bearish. We don't know. We watch the charts day by day and see how this actually develops. Thanks for watching. Hit the links down below. You know, hit the like button and stuff like that. Thanks, man. Bye bye.